Well, it's back to work at the Chateau, and it is bloody freezing. The temperatures have dropped outside. It's so cold in here. I don't know if you can see my breath, but look, we're frozen on the inside of the windows now. These are the only windows that aren't double glazed yet in the turret, and eventually that will be done in time, but right now it makes do. It's windows. Our apartment is lovely and cosy, all insulated, but when you step out into the actual chateau itself, it is like being in an icebox. Don't need fridges in here right now. This does the job. So we're waiting on snow. Snow is due to arrive any second now, which will make it even more picturesque. It's all frozen outside. So we're going to crack on in here. We've got a few jobs that we need to get done. We're going to get painting in the 401 salon. That's getting there now. Terry's got all his panels on, looks wonderful. Then we can start looking at the wallpaper. We've got a little bit of sanding to do in here. Again, it's not much. It's just to finish off before Brad gets here, because we don't want to really do a lot of the dirty work up here when the floors are done. So it's kind of getting it all done. Brad is due this weekend, so we've got to get all prepped, all sorted, all boxed off this weekend, all done, so that we can let Brad just crack on and work his magic. So I'm going to get up there, Terry's going to get in there, and we'll crack on. Let's get to it.
Well, that's all the salon all painted. We've finally got our colour on the walls, and it's just really brought it together. Getting all of the trim painted in, it just looks fantastic now. It's such a subtle colour, and this is the same colour that we used in the 400 hallway, which is Roman white, and it's just give it just that sort of like elegant. This is a Louis XVI style, but it looks quite sort of, I'd say, Georgian. Well, perfect for what we want. So now the paint's done, I need to crack on with another job, which is finishing off the fireplace or mantelpiece. You've seen in the last video, I talked about creating these sort of pillars out of part of a wardrobe. So I need to finish off that, get some other blocks cut and get them varnished in, and then get them in place. And hopefully it'll work out, because otherwise I've cut two big holes in the coving that we're not going to be able to do nothing about. So I'll crack on now, get over the garage and start getting some bits cut. So that's all of the pillars dried now and looking fantastic. Colour match is almost perfect. I think we're going to plan on putting a bit of wax on anyway as well, just to take the sheen away and give it more of a natural look. But pleased with how they've turned out. Just an old piece of oak that was down in the cellar. Cut it to size, put a little 90-degree chamfer on the top, just so it blends into the original piece from the wardrobe. Stuck that on, and yeah, I'm pleased with it. Got bigger ones for the bottom, so nice big bases, and then slightly smaller ones for the top, just so it's not too top heavy. And I think it's going to look fantastic just having these on. Just going to give it a little bit more sort of elegance to it. That room we're not wanting too over the top, so we just want like little subtle details. So it's to show that I can do sort of like refined, not too over the top. It's going to be a lot more sort of subdued elegance really. So we'll get these up, hopefully it all works out, and go from there. So let's get them upstairs. And they're heavy. So we've got it all painted, ma'am.
All done. It looks amazing.
Yeah, the colours worked out really well, hasn't
Lovely.
it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's obviously not too in your face. It's just really nice and simple and elegant.
Yeah, it's exactly what you wanted for this room, isn't it? Where it's just going to be a nice, relaxing room.
Yeah. And it goes perfectly with the ceiling design.
Yeah.
Just, I can't explain why, it just sort of flows with it, doesn't it?
It's lovely.
So, and then we've got our pillars that are up, which I think look amazing. You're still a bit unsure, aren't you, Mum?
Still to paint, but there's been a lot of things I've been unsure about, and you've proved me wrong, so we'll see.
I think it's nice because it sort of breaks that wall up and it sort of gives it like the fireplace.
Yeah, I think when the rest
purpose.
of all the other wood stuff comes in, it'll look better then. It's just because it's the only wood thing in here at the moment. So
Yeah, it looks a bit.
We'll
it
see.
does look a bit standoutish, but the reason
Yeah.
I've kept them wood is for that reason, so they do stand out, and then it'll blend in with like picture frames that we have and all the wood furniture.
So we can't take them out now anyway because you've cut the coving.
Yeah, I've cut two big massive holes in the coving.
And now you ain't putting that back up.
So now all this is painted, and obviously the week going forward, we're not actually going to be allowed in any of these rooms. Well, we'll be allowed in, but we're not going to actually be able to work in any of them because the floors are getting done. So one of the jobs that we're going to look at doing is a chandelier for in here. And we still haven't got one, have we?
No. Well, you've got a lot, but you don't know which one you want. You have got some.
I've got a lot of chandeliers, but we haven't actually gone through any of them. So I know I've got one smallish one that would, personally I think it'd look beautiful in here because it is a really old one.
Yep, we'll get it and try it.
It's from a nice stately home in the UK.
Right.
So
What was that man then?
So we'll get that out and see if that'll work. And if it does, then at least it's going to give us the time to get all the crystals off, give them all a good clean, and get it all back together.
Yep.
So we're going to go and have a look in the barn and have a look for some chandeliers.
Let's go and see.
Come on then. We better get a torch as well.
This is a bit dark.
Into the barn. Right, we'll go up there. Lots of stuff up here. So, that's a chandelier. That's a chandelier. That's a chandelier. Some more chandeliers. I think it's this one that we need. Yeah, that's a brass one. Yeah, it's this one. So I'll grab this one out. So we've got two chandeliers. This is the first one. Getting unpacked. This
Even
used
I
to be-
can't remember what they look like.
So this one was in our old bedroom. In our old house, in the bedroom. And it needs a good clean. Try the first one up.
Does it have a bottom on it? Does it have
Yeah, it's
things
got
up on the
bottom crystals.
Manage.
Yeah, I've just got. I'm always wary, let it go.
It's the new.
Yeah. Have you got it?
Well, yeah. Not that my fingers are going to do very well.
We've got the first one up, and it looks a little bit too small, doesn't it, ma'am?
It's nice, it's lovely, but I just don't think it's big enough.
It's beautiful because it's obviously a really old one. But it just, I don't know. It's
We've
nice,
got
I
another
think
one
it
there.
just-
We'll try that one, which
Yeah.
is a lot more arms on it, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot more arms on this one, but this one's a lot newer. So at least this will give us an idea of size if we need something bigger.
Yeah. Or whether we'll get away with that
That
one.
one, yeah. So we'll swap them over and check now.
I think that one's going to be better. Even just looking at it now, Terry, that's far better. I even like it there. The golden that goes with the rest of the gold.
Yeah.
I like it.
So chandelier number 2. That's chandelier number 2. which it's a lovely chandelier, especially like when you're looking underneath it. But personally, I don't think it's right. But you quite like it, don't you, Mum?
I like it, but I think that's just because I want it done.
Any'll do.
Yeah,
Just get it up.
Yeah. No, I do like it. I like it, but then
Yeah.
you know what you're looking for.
I just don't think it's enough for the room, really. I'll go past it. It just doesn't... There's just something not there about it, like coming into the room.
Well, it's the end of another busy week and work again going on everywhere, but this suite's finally coming along. The salon looks beautiful, and these just totally change the aspect of the room, the whole dimension of the room. They've just give it that little bit more depth, which is exactly what we were looking for. Nice and subtle, nice and simple, but it really has changed the complex of the room. Lights are looking, again, beautiful. We again got matching sets of these, so this room, again, they're not as fancy and as ornate and as decorative as some of them. They're a bit bulkier, but it just fits nicely in the style that we're going to be going for with this room. It sits lovely. Like I say, we still have the wallpaper to get on. And as you've seen, we've been trying out chandeliers in here, like Cinderella and her slipper, to see which one fits. And we still don't know yet. So what do you guys think? Do you like the chandeliers? Do you think we need to go with something else completely different? Or do you like the ones that we trialed in here? And if you do, which one do you like? But we're so close now. Brad's due here today, which means that the floors are going to get started, which will be massive moving along in this suite now, because it literally, after the floors are done in here, the next thing's just going to be dressing the room, which is so close now. Again, same point as last year. Finished the bathroom off. The sanding and plastering's pretty much done the hallway now as well, so we're all good. So exciting couple of weeks ahead. We're so happy with it. So I hope you've all enjoyed today's show. It's, again, we're so excited for what's to come this year. If you have, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you got the bell clicked for notifications. And we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history, and get exclusive videos.